Hello everyone, and welcome to video 2 of a 3-video series where we're talking about igniting your inner passions and creating the business of your dreams. First of all, I just wanted to thank everyone for watching the first video. I've had a lot of people message me and contact me about how excited they are about this information, because I think a lot of us know that now's the time to step into our inner power, to step into what we were meant to do, and that we can never be truly happy until we do. And we create our own business and have control and freedom in our own lives, doing what we love to do all the time. So again, it's important for you to live your mission. It's really needed now on the planet. It's what you came here to do, and you must express yourself in that way. And I've done it myself. I've gone from some of the darkest places that you could imagine that I won't explain here in this video, but if you've watched some of my other videos, maybe I've touched upon those things before. And I've actually created a life for myself where I can pretty much do the things that I want to do. I have a lot of freedom in my life, so I can kind of schedule things and do things according to how I want them to be. And being who I am, a very freedom lover, and kind of, well, I follow the rules, but I kind of want to make my own life a reality. I want to make what my soul's calling me to do a reality on the planet. And I think every one of us can do that. So that's why I'm going to teach you some ways that you can begin doing this in your own life. From the people's responses, what I did is I went and I got the questions or the comments that most people were asking about, and that's what I'm going to take today, and I'm going to talk about to teach you how this is done, so you have a better understanding, to know that it's possible for you to do it. It's not only possible, but it's necessary for you to do this. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, which I touched upon in the last video, is, because this was the overwhelming question from people, is how do I even find out what my mission is, okay? So your mission and your purpose, first of all, are the things that you love to do. Those things that if you were doing them, you wouldn't even know you were doing them, because they're so fun and you just love them. You do them naturally now. So before I started doing this work, I would always be there to help other people and try to help them maybe with their health, or in a sense like counsel them, give them ideas, try to help teach them. This is just who I am. That's my personality. So that is actually what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about being a teacher. However, when I went into the regular college to be a teacher, I realized that that structure wasn't quite working out for me. And in order for me to do what I truly wanted to do and have freedom to express myself and teach what I really, really wanted to, I had to just do it. And sometimes people think that you need a lot of certifications, like once I get through this schooling or once I do this, then I'll be ready. That's not true. Yes, you do need to learn things, and I learned a lot of things, and I've been to a lot of different kinds of schools and trainings, and I've taught myself, read a lot of books. However, it's an inner knowing that I am automatically kind of a teacher in my essence, in my soul, and that's what I love to do. So yes, you always continue learning, you always continue growing and expanding on your core essence, but first of all, you find out what that core essence actually is. Now, I have a couple of different things that I'm good at, and I'm using myself as an example just to kind of show you what this may look like in finding your purpose and mission. So I have healing abilities. I'm good at healing. I'm good with health and diet, and I'm a teacher, and I'm creative, and so I can put all of those things together. And see, that's a lot of stuff, So What you do is you take that passion, and it's not that you can't do all of those things, but what ends up happening is after you start your business, all those puzzle pieces start working themselves out. So you take your creative passion, or what you kind of came here with gifts in, because you're gifted in something, more so than most people. Everyone has their unique talents or gifts, and you merge that with your experience in life. So whatever you have experience in and you have overcome. So if you have been through something that's been very, very difficult, has been very challenging for you to work through, and you have overcome it, everyone has something like this. Or everyone has experience having some sort of challenge or difficulty in overcoming that, or in a sense, like when I started my business, I had been through a spiritual awakening. So I had been through it and I felt fairly grounded. I'm not going to say completely grounded, because we're never completely grounded, but I felt like I had to teach my experience in that to, if people had just been starting their awakening or were in a struggle with their awakening, I had been through those beginning stages of that and could help support in that way. What ends up happening, so you would get your experience with something and you would merge that with what you're passionate about already, or what you're already good at. What are your talents? And you merge those two together. What I hear often people say is they say, oh, I'm not ready because I'm not completely healed. I'm not ready because I don't have a certain certification. How will people listen to me? Throw all of that aside. Those are all old fears and old beliefs, and none of those mean a thing. Because how you get through that is you start doing the step-by-step process to starting your business, the action steps. You know how to write, say, a blog about a specific subject where you are 99% more knowledgeable than most of the population. You have some kind of gift that is way advanced than most people. And even if it's not 99%, it's a big amount of people, to the point where if you wrote something or put something out there to them, they'd be like, wow, this is so helpful. So you see what I'm saying? No one is going to be completely healed. No one is going to be the highest expert in some particular field. That's not the goal here. The goal is to know enough about a certain subject and have enough kind of experiential knowledge in it to be able to help those who are struggling in the beginning of something, or something like that, or to show them and inspiring how you've overcome it, something like that. And I could get more specific with this, but I'm not going to at this point. So you don't have to be completely healed. And the technical aspects of starting your business are actually, those are the details. Those are very simple and can be done point by point by point. The main thing is believing in yourself enough in this now moment to take that next step forward. And then the next step. You don't have to have the whole thing figured out. You just have to take the next step forward. And as you take the next step, you begin to grow, your business begins to grow, and you grow together. You're merging together, you are one. So that's how that works. Another big issue is that people don't have the money to start a business, or the time to start a business. And that's not an issue either. To start a business, it doesn't cost anything. And I know exactly how that's done, as well as the time thing. In the beginning, you'll only want to put, if you're working a full-time job, a small amount of time into it per day. And then as you do that, your business grows, you grow, and everything expands along with that. So a couple other of the questions that I just wanted to touch upon is, you will have to keep stepping through the fear. You will have to keep stepping through the resistance. Every time you're going to a higher level, like if you wanted to start a business, you're going to come up against a lot of fear. What if it doesn't work? What if people don't like me? What if there's no people that want to hear about my specific subject, right? So there's always a group of people that resonate with your energy. That's why there's no competition in the world, right? Because There's so many people and so many different energetic vibrations that a certain group of people is going to resonate with your message. Okay? They're already out there. That's how the universe works. You speak your truth, your passion, and your experience, and the people will just come to you. It's a law. It's like a universal law. So you don't have to worry about if your idea will work in the marketplace necessarily. There are a couple things that you want to do. You do kind of want to be a little more specific about what you're choosing to do, and we can talk about that a little bit later. However, whatever your message is, whatever you have to share, it can be done, and people need to hear the information. So, again, the fear and the resistance when you're just moving forward in life with this is going to be great. You are never going to feel like, say you are going to take an hour per night from 6 to 7 p.m. to start building your business. Well, it'll get around to be around 6 o'clock and you won't want to do it. That's resistance. The reason you won't want to do it is not because it's only an hour, it seems really easy. It's because you're growing to a new level and the inner resistance and the fear are going to come in and you're not going to really even recognize it. So one of the biggest things you have to understand and know in the beginning when you're starting your business is you're going to not feel good when you're moving in and doing the work at first. Then you'll get better at it and then you'll want to do it. Then you'll be in the flow. However, it's kind of like exercising, right? You never want to go exercising until you're in the flow, and then you realize, oh, this feels so great, right? So same kind of thing. You're creating new habits, you're creating new neural pathways in the brain. And as you're doing that, it's going to not feel good. Everyone thinks, oh, I have to feel great to be able to do my business because it's my passion. It's not going to be like that in the beginning, and it's, until it becomes a habit in your brain or something that you're very used to, it's not going to feel that way. So you're going to have to push through the resistance. You're going to have to push through the fear and just continue moving on. Okay, you're ready now. If you're watching this video, you're ready now to start your business. You're ready now. I promise you that, or you wouldn't be watching this video. I'm going to end this video here. I don't want to make it too long. There will be another video, so tune in for that in a couple of days. Where I'm going to explain the exact step-by-step process on going from where you're at now all the way to the very end to growing your business and then balancing that with your personal life. Because there's an exact step-by-step process that takes out anything that's unnecessary and then takes you from point A all the way to point Z. So please comment on this video if you have any questions that you want me to bring up in video 3. And I thank you so much for watching, and I believe in you. I know that you can take your dreams and make them a reality. I know that is true for you, and I will be here to support you in that. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching this video.